Now, if we go and use the same script on other objects, they're all going to be saying the same message. So that's not ideal. We want to be able to change that depending on the story that we want to tell for each specific object. So let's disconnect that. And we're going to use a variable because that text can vary. So we'll go to variables and we'll create a new variable and we will call this dialog text, and let's make it type text. Okay, and then we can drag text, dialog text out into where we had our text before. Now we can make this text appear in the properties for our object. If we click on the menu icon in the top left and click script properties, and then tick dialog text to make it public, and then we could put a default in here if we want. We could type story text goes here. Done. Oh, and then we need to name our script as well, so we could call this story trigger. Okay, then we can close the script and save it. And you might need to go back into there again, edit that script, open up the properties, and just make sure that's ticked. Sometimes that doesn't apply. Okay, and now we can see when we click on this object in the properties there, we have dialog text and we have some text we could type. So if I go back into that script and copy this text here, I can throw that away, then this object can have its dialog text as make sure to collect all of the coins and look out for enemies. So that's good. And if I wanted to have another signpost as well, I could put this one here perhaps. And this one could say also watch out for spikes. So I'll make sure I give it that same script, story trigger. And then when I select this object, we can see now it has that property there, dialog text. Also watch out for spikes. So now those two signposts have different text. So let's test these story points out. Okay, so the player can overlap them and they are broadcasting those messages. Now we need something to receive the message to display some text.